Hi, it's George from Cyprus Insight, and today we're walking around Liopetri. Paul's asked us to have a look around. He may be buying a house over here to live or whatever for. Now Liopetri is very conveniently placed actually, so it's a quite a good village to buy in, as the highway and the nearest beach is only 2 or 3 minutes drive away, so it's convenient if you want to get onto the highway and straight down to Larnaca. Paralimni is not far, Ayanapa is even closer. And then of course if you want to go across to the northern side when it opens, the border's only a 10-minute drive at the most. So it's very central. Right, as far as buying property is concerned, Liopetri is ideal if you want a village that is up and coming. It's not far from Liopetri, which is a very expensive seafront resort. It's about 2 or 3 minute drive, but for some reason or another it is one of the cheaper villages, so it can only go up. Right, there's our local supermarket, Mass. Right, that's closed for lunch. Quite a lot of shops over here closed for lunch between 1 and 3. Right, so there's lots of variety of houses. Quite a few of them are well maintained, but unfortunately there are a few that have let down the village. Right, so we're coming up to the amphitheatre. Nearly every village got an amphitheatre, I don't know why, but there you are. And then we've got a memorial. So I'll show you the amphitheatre. You can get a few shows coming up, live shows, but not many. Right, there it is, the local amphitheatre. It's quite big, and then in the background you can see the biggest church in Liopetri. That's a big one. Quite a lot of these old houses. We've got a wholesale bakery and a local DIY shop there. It's a very handy DIY shop and good prices. I go there quite often. So this is the new bakery that opened last year. It's really nice. There's some nice goodies in there, and we'll go in there and see what we can get. But we have been slung out of there before for filming, so we'll give it a go. Right, so we're in the traditional bakery, Liopetri, and you can buy all sorts here. Pita breads, they've got hot pizzas there, all sorts of bread. Looking at it. Did you get one?
There's a few things, and then we'll buy one of them.
Right, this is a traditional Goober. Just come out of the bakery. There's a new building there across the road, and photographers opened up there, and there's a bookshop on the other side, and that's really handy. We just email anything we want printed and just go and pick it up at just 20p a print. There's a bar here. It's quite a good bar apparently. When it's open, everything's closed due to COVID, and they actually do a traditional English Sunday roast. There it is, Sunday roast, €9.90. There's a kebab shop come local cafe. There's quite a few in the town square. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 altogether. So a kebab is about €6 for a kebab in the town centre. Right, that's another cafe, and this one on my right is, there we are. They're quite popular, especially early morning with our senior citizens. The little town square's coming up. We've got a fountain that's quite nice at night. They light it up and it comes to different colours, and it all sort of sprinkles out in different motions and what have you. Okay, and so here on my right there's another bar, and a little bit further down is yet another kebab shop. Take away, that one. So if you want to take away kebab, this is the place to come. Right, now that's the original little church in the village square, still in use. Quite a lot of funerals in that little church for some reason or another, and the cemetery is down that road there, a few hundred yards. So if there's a funeral, quite a lot of the times the deceased is carried to this church, obviously in his little box, and then he or she is carried to the cemetery, which is only a few hundred yards up there. Oh, well, my crew has spotted the built date. There we are. It says 1901. So there you are. 120 years old. Nearly as old as me. Right. So I'm going to go around. There's quite a lot of traffic today considering there's a lockdown. Okay, so there's a mobile canteen here. It's not here all the time, and it's selling the traditional Gukomadis. That's right, the honey balls. You can buy a whole plate there for €15. Right, and there's the local bank in the town square. Ideally placed next to another bar. If you run out of money, you can always go to the cash point. There it is, another bar there. The Brothers Bar, this is. A bit makeshift, but could be very pleasant. Right, we've got a €2 shop. There. There's another local supermarket just down there. convenient. The pharmacy, insurance company, and we've even got sewing supplies. So we've got a little sewing shop here. Let's have a look. Oh yeah, knitting and sewing. There we are. Oh, that little park on the corner, that's actually a bar in the summer, and they do a limited amount of food, but they don't mind if you get a takeaway sent there while you're having a drink. So what we do on the way back now from the supermarket, we'll walk through the little back streets. Oh look, there we are. This is an old traditional house, years old, and it's actually up for sale. There's the number. Now this is built with old mud bricks. It's a big plot of land. Let's have a look. Telephone number. There it is 999 23 149. And that's for sale by Fox estate agents. So there you are. We can have a quick look around. This will be a great project because it's a massive plot. So it goes all the way down there. Get rid of that old thing. And there's the back of it. You can see. Oh no guys, not built with mud bricks, I beg your pardon. It's built with stone. There it is, look. Okay. We'll go and have a look inside. The old traditional arch is still there. Okay. And the floor is actually looks like mud. There it is. It's been plastered with straw. There. So this would be a marvellous project. Big plot of land with it. You'd build an extension out here. A little bit more complicated than those little refugee houses, I think. It's a nice bird of paradise, look at that. Oh, they've come out to sing for us. Right, there's some more of these sheds that the farmers have built next to their houses. He puts his tractor in and what have you. Right, so just coming up to a local car dealer. He brings all his cars over from England. There we are. Looks like he does mainly Mercedes and pickup trucks. And it looks like it's getting cloudy again. I'm going to have some more rain. So the sun doesn't always shine on the righteous or on Cyprus. When you are walking around, these villages. Do be careful, there are a few hazards like this giant cactus poking over the walkway or pavement. Daffodils are out. The weather over here can be very localised. Look, dark sky over there, and we've got bright blue sky, dark rain clouds. I think they're coming this way, not sure. And then we've got dark rain clouds with a bright blue sky, and the sun's out. And been known to walk along the road. One side of the road is wet and the other side is dry. Right, tomorrow we'll have a look at the refugee area and another area that some smart houses have been built, and also I'll show you one of the or two of the refugee houses that have been refurbished. Right, just in time the rain started again, so we're just going to go home. Here we are at home, and we're going to have a cup of tea, and we're going to share the Goober that we had from the bakery. So we're just back at home, guys, and I've got the traditional Greek Goober. I'm going to cut it in half because Sue's going to have the other half. I think it's got minced meat and some onions and all sorts of stuff in it. There it is. And you can squeeze a little bit of lemon inside, like that. Let's taste it. Mmm, delish. So we're on the second day of our little walk around Liopetri. Lots of lemon trees here. And this chap's made his own electrical shop. Now this is one of these abandoned refugee houses that I mentioned, and this one is in very poor condition and needs quite a lot of work to put it back to a reasonable standard. But the good side of it is that it's on a big corner plot. Right, we'll carry on. Okay, I'm just going to take you to one of these houses that has been refurbished. He's just put it back as it was, really, and he's painted it blue. Okay, there it is. Just a basic refurbishment, really, but it's very tidy. So here's one that is ready for refurbishment. This particular one is actually quite a good one, and it's in a dead end, so it's quite a good position. And I do believe that a couple of years ago it was up for 45,000 as a shell, but I'm not too sure now because the family got a little bit bigger, so I'm not sure if it's up for sale or not, but I'm sure they could be persuaded. Yeah. So there's quite a lot of this empty land, as I said before, some of it's been utilised. This chap's put olive trees, and he's found some old, looks like corrugated metal, which is again a shame. And he's built a shed with some tiles that he found. Okay, here we are, nice house there built in the middle on a plot. And there's another one on my left, still being finished, but very nice. So all villages in Cyprus are a bit like this, a bit mixed up. I think a lot of the old houses, oh, here we go, past another dog. A particularly nice house on the corner there. Right, we're coming to the edge of the village at the back. Someone's planted some nice olive trees here. I can hear the birds. Lovely. There we are. Now right at the back there's an industrial area right down there, which doesn't look particularly nice. Oh yeah, look at those birds in that tree. What a lovely sound. Loads of them. Right, we're coming up to a corner of Liopetri where it is mostly new builds. There we are, and two friends of ours are just going for a bike ride. So round here there's plots for new build houses and flats. Right, so I do believe round here, all the new builds, we've got quite a few young couples. Right, so that's the river, and it's rained yesterday, so we've got water in it. As I said, this area here is all new builds. And we can see lots of young children and also lots of newlyweds. Ah, yes. Looks like they've built a little tree house. Another nice house there. Right. The last lockdown, about 4 or 5 months ago, maybe longer than that now, this area was all landscaped, and it looks like they've kept it up quite nicely. Right, so I'm right on the corner of the village where developers acquired some land and built some nice bungalows, and we're not sure if this particular developer has gone bankrupt or not. There is one bungalow half finished there, or just started. And the roads are not finished yet, so I'm going to presume that this developer has gone bankrupt, and unfortunately these bungalows will not have their title deeds. They will have contracts, you can still buy them, but you will not be able to get your title deeds if he's gone bankrupt. You'll find that situation a lot in Cyprus, where we have two categories of homes to buy. Category 1 will be without title deeds, and they will be much cheaper. And then you will get the ones that are on the other side of the village, the older ones, and also the traditional ones that have got title deeds, and they are more expensive. It looks like we've got a new friend. You're a friendly little soul, aren't you? Yes, I am. I just wander around here. So there's one house that has not been finished yet. Looks very nice. Unfortunately, the plots around here are a little bit smaller, and also they tend to use the whole plot. It's a Greek thing, I think. They don't seem to have gardens. They just build as big a house as possible on the plot, which is a great shame really, but there you are. So some people have made little churches in their gardens, and they'd probably like a candle there if they can't get to the cemetery, or maybe if they've got loved ones that are passed away and didn't get to bury them, or maybe they died in the war. Like our friends here. Hello there. So another lovely house there. There we are. It's a whole row of new houses, and this is a strange thing they do. There's a bit of waste ground opposite those lovely houses, and they've dumped some old boats and that they don't want. Just been pointed out, you can see the mountains on the northern side. Never seen that before from Liopetri. Lovely. Interesting garden ornaments. It's a nice park there for the kids. And just behind that park is another school. That's for disabled children. Right, and on this corner we've got a nursery, and then behind that is the junior school. Right, on this corner we've got a day centre for disabled adults. Right, we are nearly back. So I hope you enjoyed that journey around Liopetri. Don't forget to like and subscribe. And if there's somewhere you'd like me to visit, put it in the comments below.